Steven's like, yo, what do you got there in your bathroom? And Mahmoud's like, oh, it's like, it's a little spray for my butt. And then Steve Parker's like, this is genius. This is $1 billion invention.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Banana Show.
Yo, Banana Show. Yeah. I could get used to that. I could get used to that.
Because, his name's Barry. My name's Sanaa. And if you kind of combine it, it's kind of like banana. Like, don't think too hard.
Yeah. It's the Banana Show. You got Barry O, Sanaa O, you got KoKo O.
KoKo O. Do you remember that we have this cat who's not very happy to be here right now?
It's been a while.
She said no more.
It's been a while.
She said no more.
KoKo's been on hiatus because we've been going on places far away from home. Yes. But today, where are we, Sanaa? We're pretty close.
We're in Echo Park.
Echo Park, home of Shia LaBeouf.
I was about to say that.
Oh, really?
I was about to say that. I was about to be like, yo, you may know him from Honey Boy. You may know about Echo Park from Honey Boy.
That movie. It's this movie about Shia LaBeouf's childhood, his upbringing. Apparently, it was kind of rough. His father was kind of abusive a little bit, and he grew up in Echo Park. That's crazy.
So Echo Park is an up-and-coming area, but up-and-coming with a lot of protest. People do not like that it's getting gentrified, which is true. It is slowly but surely getting gentrified. It's very close to downtown, borders Silver Lake. It's a pretty solid area. We're going to see a beautiful lake in a moment. There's also Dodger Stadium.
It's called Echo Park Lake.
Yes. They were to the point. They were to the point with that. They were like, this is Echo Park. This is a lake. Echo Park Lake. Yeah. So there's going to be the lake. You can see downtown in the distance. And we also have Dodger Stadium that's in Echo Park. So overall, a pretty decent area. You're pretty close to a lot of things. The highway's right there, so you can get to Santa Monica in half hour. Yeah. That is Echo Park, and
if we're lucky, we're gonna see some swans in the Echo Park. And when I say swans,
do you mean at the Echo Park Lake?
Yeah, in the Echo Park Lake.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, there's tons of swans there.
There are tons of swans, not live. Wait, there are live swans.
Yeah, live swans.
Wait a minute.
And swan boats. So
yes.
For romantic couples who want to do a nice little cliche, they can go in the lake and
if you're a romantic couple,
ride around in a swan boat.
It is a nice date night activity at nighttime because it's all beautifully lit and etc. There's a little fountain.
Yeah.
Etc.
It's been a few weeks since our last episode, so Sanaa, what's been going on? What's going on in our lives?
I realized something. I'm going backwards.
What do you mean?
The past few weeks, I've literally have been doing things that I used to do when I was 10. So this is what I mean, right? At first, it started innocently. I was like, Harry Potter marathon. I feel like doing that. So I completed a Harry Potter marathon a few weeks ago, and then I was like, why stop there? I'm going to read the books too. There you go, 10-year-old me. And then I was like, why stop there? I'm going to get a Nintendo Switch. Start playing Mario games and Zelda games.
Sanaa's living her best life here, no complaints.
I'm back to being 10 years old. What's up, KoKo?
She...
Okay, so we have an issue where she likes to jump where Barry's driving.
She loves my feet, man. KoKo's got a foot fetish, and it's not safe for her to be by my feet.
It's not. He could get an accident. So whenever she goes over,
Sanaa, what's cool about Sanaa getting back into this little 10-year-old version of herself is that it's bringing us back to libraries. I haven't been to a library in at least 6 years.
Bro, I was like, right, KoKo? Were you like that too?
Yeah, and libraries are one place that I think have had zero changes in the past 15 years. It's the exact same. Growing up, I remember I would have a library card. Mm-hmm. I would go to the library.
It's happened.
We'll just let it happen. KoKo, be good. Yeah. So I'd go to the library and check out my books. Mm-hmm. You get 2 weeks. You can renew them online. Mm-hmm. The same process, untouched, no progress. There's no app. It's the interface is the same on the website. No, libraries are the same.
Libraries are the same. You may be wondering, what does a library have to do with her going back to her 10-year-old self? To make it clear, I was like, do I want to buy all the Harry Potter books? Not really. And then I was like, a library is literally a 5-minute walk from here.
Yeah.
And I learned so many things, the LA Public Library system. They got 80 branches.
Yeah, there's a ton of LA branches.
People read. And I was in there and I was like, what is going on? It was stuffy the way libraries are. Everything was correct. So yeah, I'm 10 years old again.
You know what they need to do? They need to make libraries for-profit organizations.
What do you mean?
right now, the reason there's no innovation, the library progress hasn't improved, is because it's like they're nonprofit, like, they're city run. They're just for the community.
Okay.
They don't have the funds to actually make some progress. But if it was a for-profit business, I think we'd start getting better libraries, because you can get an app. You could get you could start reserving books and stuff.
But so you think people should pay for their library card?
I think if everyone paid just $1 for every book that you checked out, maybe that would give some incentive for the library to make improvements.
I think that defeats libraries.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true.
That defeats them big time, Barry. You're missing on the point. Defeats, the library is a free resource. You can go there, you can rent DVDs, which I thought was random, because I'm like, do people rent DVDs? Do people play DVDs anymore? I wasn't too sure about that. But that's the whole point. It's this free resource, but education and computers for all.
But remember when you were trying to check out the Harry Potter books, you were going on the website and the interface was from the year 2000.
Yes.
And it was very impossible to
I was
book
trying
it.
to search in the catalog.
And then it didn't even work. We go to the library, they didn't have it reserved for her, even though she reserved it. We just had to do a manual.
Yeah, I think they're getting there. I do think they could benefit from an app where my library card's on the app, kind of I can't think of anything, Starbucks app, how you have your little card scanner thing on the app. They could benefit with that.
It's 21st century. We have made a lot of technological progress.
Well, the guy at the library, the librarian, told me that there's a fancy new library out in West Hollywood.
I gotta check that one out.
So we should check that out.
Yeah.
It's fancy.
It reminds me of these things that these days in the 21st century shouldn't exist anymore. Having difficulties booking things online. It's too old for that.
I mean, can you give another example of something where it's difficult to book it online?
I think data sometimes, how people have data issues, which is normal when things first started out becoming technological. But it's 2020. Did I say 2021? It's 2022.
It's 2022.
We gotta have this whole data thing figured out. I'm still having issues where I'll be in a city like LA, and all of a sudden I don't have data. I'm trying to search for something, or I'm trying to it's another thing. I'm trying to at a restaurant, I'll try to open up their menu because they have the QR code, and you can't pull it up because you don't have data.
That is the worst, especially at AMC.
Oh yeah, at AMC you gotta pull up your phone for stuff.
Yeah, and then I'm just awkwardly standing there. I'm sorry, I don't got service. Why you would think that service would be prime. People talk about 5G. People talk about 5G whatever the new 5G is, and I'm but data is still bad. Why it's so bad? Do you know why it's so bad?
I have no idea, man. What are some other things these days that are just you would think would be resolved by now?
Should be obsolete by now?
Yeah, we've had enough time as humans to develop against it.
Dang, we are humans. We've had enough time. I would say this is a random thing, but I was thinking of it last night. We went to a restaurant and I went to pee. There's just this big old crack in the stall, and I'm what? How has no one resolved this
Facts,
yet?
man.
I don't want people seeing me.
Who designed public bathroom stalls?
Who?
Honestly, from the first get-go, you would think someone would design a public stall. They would they would prototype it. They'd be like, "Oh, let's try it out," and they're like, "Oh, you can see someone through here, very clearly from the outside."
That's bad UI, as you like to say.
Yeah.
Or UX, I guess. Bad UX.
And I'm not talking I get it if there's you maybe need a millimeter crack to make the doors be able to open in the stall. But some of these stalls in America have a whole 2 inches. You can just have a clear view.
I see so much. And I feel that should be over.
Yeah.
I mean, public restrooms in general, I guess, have a lot to improve on. But yeah, I think that should be let's move on. Let's change up, guys. Am I right?
Honestly.
What's another thing that you think should be obsolete by now?
Some annoyances like bed bugs, maybe.
Have you had bed bugs?
I've never had bed bugs.
Oh, but you still want them to be obsolete.
People keep talking. You had a bed bug scare where you thought you had bed bugs.
Yeah, but they weren't bed bugs.
And I think that should be something like the chicken pox, where it's it's from the past.
People still get the chicken pox.
Yeah, but rarely, almost nobody.
How do you know?
who's the last person you've heard getting the chicken
Well,
pox?
kids get chickenpox because the adult version is what's the adult version of chickenpox again?
Yeah, but they have like,
What's the adult version called?
mumps.
Yes.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah, something like that.
But I've never heard of anyone getting chickenpox. But bed bugs, I've heard of a few people getting bed bugs.
That's true. Don't you think it's just like the more populated the world gets, the more likely bed bugs are? Like, you know how like bed bugs are a big thing in New York City because it's crowded, buildings are old and grimy. So I just think as time goes on, it can't.
Humans just need to get cleaner. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Who, me?
Humanity in general.
I was supposed to be like, me? We live together.
No, humans. Humans need to get cleaner to eradicate.
But like,
bed
isn't
bugs.
like it hard to get cleaner when it's overpopulated? Like naturally, like remember back in the day, all these people came over to the United States of America, brought all their disease with them, and then there were so many diseases in the major cities because everyone was packed together in close quarters. Did you know that back in the day, like people who lived in major cities, like in the 1800s, their garbage they would just toss out the window. The streets are loaded with garbage, and they had so many diseases.
In New York City?
Yeah, as an example, yeah.
Wow.
Like that's how people dispose of their garbage.
That's
toss out of window. So all the streets were running with different like rats and bugs that cause disease.
Oh man.
So yeah, I think.
So I guess humans are getting cleaner. Hopefully they get even cleaner.
Yeah, they're getting cleaner. But
I would say humans have been getting cleaner. Now we've got hand sanitizer everywhere.
Yeah, but bidets are becoming a norm. Have you heard that?
Bidets?
Bidets.
Oh, bidets, yeah.
Bidets are becoming a norm.
Yeah. It's so funny seeing like these startup companies in America being like, this revolutionary thing, the bidet. It's something to clean yourself in the bathroom. Like, okay.
And I'm like, that's not that revolutionary. You just found you have that one friend who introduced you, and you're like,
yeah.
So that by default is cleaner.
You got Steve Parker in Silicon Valley who had his friend from Egypt, Mahmoud.
Oh yeah.
Mahmoud says, hey, Steven's like, yo, what do you got there in your bathroom? And Mahmoud's like, oh, it's like, it's a little spray for my butt. And then Steve Parker's like, this is genius. This is a $1 billion invention. And then boom, you have all these companies making it.
Yeah, like I've gotten ads on Instagram that are like, clean your tush with a bidet that you built in your toilet. And I'm like, you're not original.
That's crazy.
None of you guys are original.
Oh, we forgot to bring this up. We brought a banana.
Oh, we have a banana.
Because, this is the first time we're introducing the show as the Banana Show.
Yep.
So, hello.
No, it's yellow.
Jello.
Yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow. Yes, okay. Also, have you ever been here before?
I don't think so.
We're in Echo Park, but more of the like neighborhood area.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And I'm processing how I've never been here in my life.
It's always strange when you go to a place where it's like known as like a bad part of town, but like it looks nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow,
I mean,
okay. LA's got some high standards.
Honestly, yeah, I enjoy Echo Park. I think it's a solid area. You're in next to a lot of things. But yeah, banana.
This is the only banana we had, spotty. But we know we need to normalize imperfection these days.
I mean, have you heard of imperfect foods or whatever it's called?
Oh yeah, imperfect fruits.
Yeah. So, we're on a roller coaster.
What?
Is Echo Park like I said? But yeah, the interesting thing about bananas is like I don't think I can eat this banana. I am picky, okay? I like my bananas.
Take a bite.
No, I'm good, bro.
Just try a bite.
I'm good, bro. I have gum in my mouth. I don't need to be forced into this.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be forced into this. So listen, and like it's this is
a
great
good
for banana bread.
Very good banana.
Anyways, moving on. A fun fact is that in the other countries, like in Algeria, for example, my parents have told me that this banana is actually prime banana. The type of bananas that most of us eat, where it's like, just ripe, like completely yellow, no spots, is not like a prime banana in Algeria. So I think that's pretty interesting because I'm like, maybe I'm just picky.
Left or right?
You gotta go left.
All right.
Barry does not know how to read a GPS. My favorite thing about Barry driving during these car casts is he doesn't normally drive like this, where he's slow, he stops when there's no stop sign. He doesn't normally drive like that. It's his multitasking.
Well, I am a man. They say men can't multitask.
They do say that.
And now I'm eating the banana you didn't want to try.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you're chewing gum?
Yeah, I'm trying
I think that's a little unprofessional for our car cast.
Wait, are these professional car casts?
I would say you should probably come prepared a little bit, prepared to speak. It's like going to an interview with
is this an interview?
your gum in your mouth.
Wait, so why? Since when is our car cast so freaking pre-professional.
It's not pre-professional, but you show up. It's like going to a funeral. You wouldn't want to go to a funeral with gum in your mouth.
What are you talking about? Everyone's gonna be wearing masks anyway.
So you'll just be chewing gum at a funeral? I think there's certain events. You chew gum whenever you're, not doing anything, or just.
I'm not doing anything. This is a casual conversation between a man and a woman.
But speaking, I think, by nature, you should try.
You're literally eating a banana and driving and talking.
That's fair.
Like, you know who's unprofessional? KoKo.
KoKo's
at Barry's feet about to cause an accident. That's who's unprofessional right now.
KoKo enjoyed her vacation from carcast.
Yeah, she was like, wow. And actually, want to know something funny? She knows when the carcast is going to happen, right? I used to think, because sometimes when we're about to leave, like I'm dressed up and about to leave, she goes and hides. And I used to think, is it just because we're leaving? Like, have we traumatized her? But then we processed today, it's when Barry pulls out the camera equipment. That's when she hides, because she's so intelligent.
She's so smart. She sees the camera and she's like, they are trying to take me somewhere.
Yeah. It's prime intelligence right there.
Man, it always makes me think if we should stop bringing her to carcasts.
Honestly, yeah. I wonder if there's any other cat people out there. Like, is this animal abuse?
I don't think it's abuse. She's not crying. She's
not crying. She just doesn't enjoy it.
But yeah.
Yeah, so is it animal abuse? Is the question there. I hope we don't get canceled. I swear, I gave her one of these things.
We give her treats.
I gave her this freaking thing. Like it's like a Go-Gurt, but for cat. So, I did a nice thing. When you say it was a nice thing?
That is a nice thing, yeah. Positive reinforcement.
Yeah, that's always good to do. I think what's interesting about Echo Park is there's a lot of nooks and corners. Is that a saying?
Nooks and crannies. But what is a cranny? I don't know what a cranny is.
Isn't it like...
I think the word cranny only exists in the phrase nooks and crannies.
Well, you don't think crannies is a word in general?
Nobody's ever like, oh, can you go check out that cranny over there?
Oh, so you think it's a word that only can be said alongside?
I think it's one of those words where it has no real meaning besides its existence in the phrase.
Like peanut butter and jelly?
People eat jelly all the time. It's a terrible example.
Oh no, I can't think of anything.
I think it's very unique in that sense.
So not like peanut butter and jelly.
No. Oh, other thing going on, we're continuing marathon training.
Oh yeah, we're on week 9.
I say that because we passed by a road called Marathon Road.
Yes, and I was like, way to trigger me.
Yeah.
Way to trigger me, am I right?
That's crazy. Check out our last episode about why you should run a marathon, because I still stand by it. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. I agree. Oh, and another interesting thing about where we are is we're in a leisure park. And this is actually an area where Vampire Weekend randomly played. Do you remember that? They posted on their Instagram. They were like on a tree jamming out.
Yeah, Vampire Weekend.
Barry missed it because he was at work.
I was.
I was there.
I mean, did you see them?
I saw them in Washington Square Park.
Okay, but you didn't see them here.
Same concept.
So you missed them too.
Well, I like only a week later they were doing the same thing in Washington Square Park. So.
That's true.
Anyways, this has been great. We're actually approaching Los Feliz. We also have an episode of us driving there. So, check it out.
We are breezing through all these LA neighborhoods.
Yeah, we're running out, honestly.
If you got a neighborhood that you want us to check out, let us know. But alright, guys. That's another episode in the wraps for the Banana Show.
Banana.
Peace and love as always, and we will see you next time.
Bye!